The smart choice, A. Electronics refrigerators. Fresh food changes our lives and makes our lives better. The smart choice, B. Electronics refrigerators. As a consumer, which refrigerator would you buy? Hello, I'm Luke from IGM. You just saw two types of advertisements for the same refrigerator. So which advertisement do you think is better? Marketing expert Simon Sinek is the author of Start With Why, the longest bestseller in the business book category on Amazon.com. Sinek states in his book that the second advertisement is far more effective in encouraging customer sales, and also says that it creates more long-term brand loyalty. What is the reason for this? For us to understand, we must first go over Sinek's Golden Circle concept. The Golden Circle consists of 3 circles and emphasizes the 3 essential elements of company-to-consumer communication. First, the innermost circle, the why. This circle means, why did you make this product? In other words, the value and usefulness a company's product gives consumers. The next circle is the how. This represents the specific methods and technology that can only be offered by the company in order to attain the why. And finally, the outermost circle represents the finished product, which is the what. Sinek says that a company must start from the innermost circle and work its way out. Start with the why, move on to the how, and then follow up with the what in order to conduct proper communication with consumers. Just like the second advertisement. What is the reasoning behind this? The majority of advertisements are in the form of the first example. The what, in this case, the product, is shown first, followed by the how, or an explanation of the product's benefits. This type of advertisement stimulates a part of the brain called the neocortex, which is responsible for rational thinking and the analysis of information, which is exactly what happens when trying to decide on what product to purchase. By giving the brain the option to compare product specifications, it simply leads to even greater consumer indecisiveness. On the other hand, by presenting the value given to consumers, then explaining the steps taken to apply this value, and finally presenting consumers with the result of this value as a finished product is far more effective. Consumers will be moved that this company has definite goals and beliefs, and have produced a product to realize those goals and beliefs. When this happens, a different part of the human brain is stimulated, the limbic portion of the cerebrum. This part of the human brain controls emotions and the decision-making process. Consumers will disregard the desire to compare and analyze and make those "this is it" type of intuitive decisions. Let's look at some examples of ads that start out with the why and see what results they brought forth. Creative Technology is responsible for the first MP3 player in the United States. It was after 2 years that Apple decided to enter the MP3 player market. It didn't take long for the two companies to start competing with each other with a product that shared similar technical specifications. Interestingly, these two companies approached consumers in 2 totally different ways. Creative Technology advertised their product simply as a 5-gigabyte MP3 player. That is, they took advantage of the huge amount of storage space on their MP3 players to emphasize their product, the what. Apple, on the other hand, presented their product, the iPod, simply with the slogan, 1,000 songs in your pocket. The ad's message was that their product allowed consumers to listen to music whenever and wherever they wanted. So Apple first presented consumers with the product's value, the why. It was only after this that they presented information on the storage capabilities and the color options for the iPod. So what do you think the results were? Despite entering the MP3 market a full 2 years later than their main competitor, Apple was able to gain overwhelming support from consumers and become the market leader in a short amount of time. On the other hand, Creative Technology prided themselves as being the most technologically advanced company within the MP3 player market, but ultimately was forced to watch their market share dwindle as Apple overtook them in sales. Let's look at another example from the fiercely competitive Korean water purifier market. All of the companies in this market ran ads claiming their products offered higher quality with more functions than the competition. For example, all throughout their ad, Company K emphasizes that their water contained healthy minerals. Company C's ads showed that their product made ice cubes and that they were the first company to export water purifiers to the overseas market. But in 2009, Koei decided to air a completely different type of ad, an ad that emphasized exactly who would benefit the most from drinking their clean water. The main characters of the advertisement were a mother and her unborn child. The ad showed a scene of a woman happy to have found out about her pregnancy and of her drinking a glass of water while being fully pregnant. The narrator then stated, "It takes only 5 minutes for the water to reach the unborn child. It's life that drinks, and that's why we take our job seriously." By doing so, Koei showed that by providing clean water, they were even responsible for taking care of the health of an unborn child. And it was only after the narration had ended did they decide to show a brief moment of what type of filter they used for their product. With this ad, Koei effectively communicated the why, how, and what of the Golden Circle to all consumers. As a result, Koei now has a 50% market share, making them the dominant market leader, and is now loved and trusted by its customer base. Are you tired of having to deal with all the indecisive consumers out there? Then try starting off all of your company's communication processes by first addressing the why, which shows the values and virtues that your company provides. Then follow up the message with the how, in which you inform your customers on how you were able to achieve these values through the product. And then end the ad by showing the what, which is the product. Doing so will eliminate consumer indecisiveness and have them choosing your products over the competitors.